Hello, it's your man again, like boom, yeah, yo, anyway, make sure you check out Habit Business, HABBY business.com and ZaneBabyApparel.com. Thank you for everyone who's been showing us some mud love, really humble blessings, and yeah, really appreciate the support. But anyway, so just in a reflective mode today, so because I've just been speaking to one of my amazing friends in terms of our lives, we've just reflecting on how our lives have changed over the years. I was just talking to him because obviously he's been doing really well. He's been quite successful in his ventures recently that he's been doing, but I was looking at his sort of how far he's had to come. So for example, one of the stories that he shared with me was to do with when he first started working as a clerk for this organisation, for this company, and sort of worked his way up. But it's some of the challenges that he had faced from maybe 1 or 2, 3 years in within the job, you know, when he was supposed to be promoted, he got declined, and he kept trying again, and then he eventually got promoted, and more opportunities arose, and again he still encountered some obstacles, and then he kept trying. And then 10 years later, he's actually doing really well, he's been successful. And we're actually laughing about it because people, when they see now, they look at where he's at in life and how well he's done and how things are going well. But actually knowing the story of how far he's come, some of the challenges and the obstacles that he's had to overcome to be where he is today, people want to actually see that story. And so I thought I'd reflect this because you might be in a similar position where you've got a dream of where you want to be, you've got a focus of where you want to be, but things don't seem to be going well at the moment. You may have been promised a promotion, but then you got declined because they gave you a reason, like you're not ready, whatever excuse they used, or it may be certain job opportunities, or it may be a business venture that you wanted to do, but there always seems to be some sort of obstacle. You know what? And that's absolutely fine, because we've actually found from talking about it, those experiences have helped my friend be who he is today and actually helped him grow, be wiser, be smarter. And even though at the time when he was going through all these opportunities and all these experiences, he may have not seen it. But now reflecting back and looking at it, he's actually appreciated the opportunities, those challenges and opportunities presented, because they help build his character. There's a couple of things that we looked at, which is basically based around sort of timing, that things happen at certain times that we may not really have planned. It's all within the timing. And also it's about being patient for the right time. So even though sometimes, like he was saying, like even though at the time when he went for a certain job promotion, he wanted to do it because he was ambitious, but actually he was not really ready for it. And it took that experience for him to realize his strengths and his weaknesses in order to go and work on those areas that needed improvement. And then afterwards, then he actually got that promotion. And so you may be in a similar position where, you know, you're thinking, actually, yes, you know, I feel like I'm ready, but then you've gone and either set up your business and that's failed, or you've gone for that opportunity and that's failed. And you're thinking, well, what's the whole point? Don't give up, be consistent, keep pushing, and from that experience, be smart, learn from those experiences, learn from your mistakes, and things eventually will change, and then people will then see the success of what it is in 5, 10 years time, like my friend. The other thing also to really think about is realizing that humility is key, so being willing to learn. So sometimes, like my friend really shared a really good story about where people don't realize he had to either like clean stuff. I mean, he sat as a clerk anyway, and some of the stuff that with the jobs you were being given, that he was even probably more qualified to do the jobs, but he just did it because it was a good learning experience. He maybe had a good relationship with his managers. He knew where he needed to be. He put his head down and did what he needed to do. So be a person who's willing to learn, who's humble, even though at the time you feel, actually, I may be too good for this job or whatever. And that's the whole reason. So let's keep pushing, and yeah, and that's all I thought I'd encourage you. Anyway, have a good, blessed day. That's enough for me. Like, boom.